Welcome back, folks, to the Outdoor Wilderness Wildlife Adventures, and I'm your host, Tykaloo, and here is my harvest for today. This is Scouting Fatwood Stump Adventures, Volume 17, and I'm calling this video Fatwood Treasure Hunting, because this is just what it is, a treasure. This is such beautiful wood, very old wood from a fallen dead pine tree. And these are the branches that were sticking out of the knot. I didn't go looking for knots today because they were all over the place. I just want to have something different and to make a video on. So I just want to go over this really quick with you, because I'm going to process some of this wood, and I'm going to take some of the shavings. I'm going to shave some of the bark off of these beautiful pieces of fatwood. I want to just get on this side to show it to you folks. Look at that. That incredible piece of wood. Look at this. Look at that. Incredible piece of fatwood, folks. That is incredible. Beautiful, beautiful golden color fatwood. And look at that. Doesn't get any better than this, folks. Look at that, folks. Wait until I cut into some of this wood and process it, and I'm going to show you how beautiful, how rich this wood is with pine resin. And that's why they call it fatwood, folks. That's why they call it fatwood, folks. Look at that. Look at this. Look how beautiful that wood is, folks. How deep red that is, that burgundy color. Look at this. Doesn't get any better than that, folks. That's all I can tell you. Doesn't get any better than that. As good as it gets, folks. I want to kind of go over each piece before I start cutting into it, just to let you see that. Look how beautiful this wood is, folks. Look at the richness of that fatwood in here. What you feel is just like a sense of renewal when you come home, that you did something positive, something that you like and enjoy doing, and especially if it involves being in the outdoors. Look at this huge piece, folks. Look at that. That's all fatwood, and you can see it just by that. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. So what I'm going to do now, folks, I'm going to shut this camera down, and I'm going to process a couple of these pieces. And I'm going to take all this bark off, shave this right off, till we can see the real color of this wood. Okay, some of it I may not process today, but a couple of pieces I just want to show you. And I'm going to make some small fire sticks, and then to conclude the video, what I would like to do is a small burn for you folks. So I'll be right back. Okay, folks, what I decided to do, I'm going to process some of this wood, and I'm going to share my time with you on the camera. And I just want to see what's in this piece of wood that I'm so curious about. Now look at that, folks. Look how beautiful and rich that is. What you got, the resin coming out of it. That's to show you that. Look at that beautiful piece of fatwood, folks. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful piece of fatwood. Also this one too. Look at that. That's a truly rich. That is a truly rich piece of fatwood right there, folks. So I'm going to cut down the middle here again. Cut right down the middle. And we're going to see what we got. Oh my goodness, folks. I can't believe this. Look at this, folks. Look how beautiful that fatwood is. And what I want to do, I'm just going to take some of the shavings off of this fatwood here. Look at this. This is an incredible piece of wood. Look at that. I'm not going to take all of it because it has so much resin on the outside of it. I'm just going to lightly shave it up. Shave this wood just a little bit. I think I'm going to leave it just like that. Look at that. How beautiful that is, folks. Look at that. That is an incredible piece of wood, folks. When I'm finished, I'm going to take it all on the table. I'm going to show you the finished processed fatwood. Look at that. Look at that. Wow. Okay. I'm going to cut down on this one more time. And we'll see what we have. This is incredible, folks. My God. Oh my goodness. I want to show you that. Look at that. And I'm just going to keep going right along, folks. Cut down right there. I think I like to cut right down the middle of this here. Wow, this is incredible. This is an incredible find of wood. Beautiful fat wood. And these are not the knots. This is the branches that came out of the knots. And the tree wasn't fully decomposed. It was in a process of slowly rotting to become what it is. All right, folks, here we are. And I have another incredible piece that I want to cut into also. I'm going to cut down this, just right down here. My goodness, folks, this is incredible wood. Wow, look at that. Look at the richness of that. It doesn't get any better than this, folks. That's all I can tell you. This is such an incredible piece of wood. Wait until you see it at the cutting. Wait till I display all this on the table for you. Okay, folks, here we are. Now I have this piece here. This is a pretty big piece. A long piece. I'm going to have to just raise the camera a little more so we can get more of this here. This angle is perfect. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my hatchet and I'm going to kind of get some of the bark off. And you can see it right. Look at that, folks. My goodness, look at the richness of this fat wood. I'm not so much worried as far as peeling the bark off of the outer that protects the inside, because once the outside dries, it's still going to be preserved on the inside from drying any further, from drying any more than it is. And I also, once I get my harvest and I process my wood, I put it in plastic bags and I put dates on them so I'll know from what dates the wood and for what videos the wood will harvest from. Look at this. I'm not going to keep it with me too long, folks, because I have a lot of work to do. What I'm doing is getting all the pieces that are rotted out, possibly could have bugs in it. So look at this incredible piece of fatwood, folks. If that's not an incredible piece of fatwood, I don't know what is. Look at that, folks. Look how beautiful this piece of fatwood is. All the way around, folks. All the way around. I'm going to leave it this length and I'm going to start cutting it down, because the longer you have pieces and you need to scrape and shave from the wood to make shavings and even curls, the longer the better. Because if you have a small piece, it's a lot harder. It's easier when you have long pieces when you cut them down to actually make shavings from. So stay with me and I'm going to show you this. Watch. I'm going to cut down right in the middle of this log right here. Oh my goodness, folks. Look at that. Look at the richness of this wood. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going here. Except this is a blessed harvest that I call it all the time. Look at that, folks. Wow. This is going to make some serious shavings that I'm going to process into. And also keep them like this so I can just use it to make shavings and start a fire. Just cut these down for you. And I think I have one more. Yes, this one here. Incredibly saturated fatwood. Doesn't get any better than this, folks. Does not get any better. This is as good as it gets. So look at that. Here we are, folks. That's just one branch that I cut and processed just now. This is an incredibly old, really super good fatwood. I'm taking all these chips because you can see how beautiful these chips are. I don't waste it. If I'm the one that has to go harvest this wood, believe me, folks, I'm not wasting not even a chip. right back. Okay, folks, here we are. This is the last piece that I'm going to cut. I have other pieces, but I'm not going to process the whole thing today. And once I get this shaved out and cut up, I'm going to do a burn for you. So stay with me, folks. Okay, folks, what I'm going to do, I'm going to start peeling some of this bark off the wood. Just a very thin layer, because every piece to me, every shaving is worth something. So I don't want to waste any of it. All right, folks, I'm almost finished. Wow, what another incredible piece of wood, folks. Look at that. That is really, really beautiful wood. Okay, camera shift. Sometimes you come across some really hard knots, and that's another reason why I like to use my hatchet. Steel on steel. And it gives the knife a good workout, so you know if you got a knife you really could depend on. This will test it out, believe me, folks. This is my other hatchet. Okay, I have my saw, my knife, and I'll be right back. Welcome back to the Outdoor Wilderness Wildlife Adventures, folks, and I'm your host, Ike Lou. And here is some of the wood from today's harvest that I processed. This is incredibly old wood, and you can see it from this here. And this is some of the fatwood that I harvest and cut into pieces from these branches that you see right there. And I have, this is from another section. This is from part of that long branch that I cut when I was out there. This is further away from the trunk, from the shoulder that I cut. It still has some serious concentrations of pine resin in that wood, folks. But this is some incredibly beautiful old wood. Very old wood, folks. So I want to share my harvest with you today. This is some of the wood that I processed, folks, from these branches. There was a few other branches I had, like these here, and I cut them down like this. And that is a beautiful sight to behold, folks. And look at this. This is from another part of the branch. This is closer. This wood was closer to the trunk when I cut that branch off. And this is some of the wood that extended maybe more than 12 inches away. But look at the concentrations of that fat wood. It's still in that wood, folks. It's still in more than 12 inches away from the trunk and the shoulder that I cut, because it's such a long branch. But this is what I got for you today. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to do a burn from some of this wood that you see here. I'm going to do some shavings from this pile, and I'm going to do a shavings from this pile to do a burn to finalize this video. So stay with me, folks. I'll be right back. Okay, folks, welcome back, and this is Ike Lou from the Outdoor Wilderness Wildlife Adventures. Now, I have two pieces of wood from two parts of that long branch that I cut off from that fallen pine tree from the shoulder. And these are pieces that were closer to the shoulder that I cut from that pine tree. This piece of wood was cut closest to the trunk of the tree, the trunk and the shoulder. This was more than 12 inches away from that branch. So these are two different pieces of wood, but I just want to do a burn on both of these pieces for you, folks. This is going to be the first one. Here we are, folks. Get on the edge a little bit, and you can see how beautiful that is, folks. Look at that. Look at that, folks. That smells so good, folks. I can't tell you. Right, this little bit right here will be enough, just because it's so fresh, right from the inside, from the interior of this piece of wood. But I'll just get a few more shavings for you. Look at that, folks. Look how beautiful that is. And whenever you come to a point where, you know, you're hitting where it has a lip on it, just kind of smoothen it out and then continue. But this is right there, that's a little knot, smoothing it out. But this is one of the reasons why I like these longer sticks, because you can have long strokes like this, and You get a lot more too than shorter ones. That's definitely enough, folks. Okay, so right there's going to be the burn. When using the ferrocerium rod, folks, if it takes more than 3 strikes, folks, there's something wrong. You should take 1. There it is, just 1, and it went right up. And it's windy out here, but to show you the concentrations of this fatwood, this gives you enough time to get a fire lit, like I always tell you when I do a burn. Okay, so that's it right there, folks. I'm going to put this out, and I'm going to do the other piece. That's it. It's out. And I have sand right on the side of me. Straight into the sand, not into leaves or anything that's going to create a hazard. Okay, next, folks, here's the second piece. And I'm also going to take some shavings from here and do a quick burn for you to show you the concentrations of pine resin that's in this wood, the purity of this fatwood. Awesome, awesome find today, folks. A blessed harvest that I call it. I call it blessed harvest. There we are. I got to rearrange the stick here. Well, that you run in that problem, you get snag, cut it. Cut little pieces off the shavings. Got it right now. There we are. You want to get some long, nice, long strokes for it to get it out. Get it on the edge. That's enough, but I still want to take some more. Just want to get some more shavings off that. And you can also make little curl shavings, pushing with the left thumb, push. I mean, you can do it holding the knife like this, and you can do your shaves, but look at that. I like to do it with my thumb and get the shavings off. Okay, that's definitely enough, folks. Watch how fast this goes off. 1 strike. The 1 striker here, folks. That's the kind of fatwood this is. And if you do it right, you'll never have a problem. Look at that. Straight up on 1 strike. And that's it. I can move this all around to show you how flammable this stuff is. This is life-giving fire right here, folks, to save yourself. Put it out. That's it. I'll tell you, this is life-giving fire. It can boil water for you, keep you warm at night, keep the bugs and the animals away from you at night, the creepy crawlers. Especially, you know, if you have no light source and you're stuck in the middle of the woods, it's not a pleasant experience, folks. So it's always good to have a source of making a fire, especially at night. Okay, folks, that is going to conclude this video. I did 2 burns for you from 2 different pieces of wood, and I'm going to take one more look at my harvest, and then I'm going to say goodbye to you, so stay with me. Okay, folks, this is Hiker Lou with the Outdoor Wilderness Wildlife Adventures, and this is incredible, truly a treasure that I had found today, that I harvested some pieces for you. I did the burn, and I wasn't out there long, just to show you how blessed I feel that I am when I go out there. It doesn't take long to come with some beautiful fatwood like this. Look at that, folks. As good as it gets. Look how beautiful that fatwood is. It's a true blessing that I could share my scouting and hiking adventures with you folks. And kind of, hopefully you learn something from what I'm doing in my time of enjoying myself in the outdoors. Okay, so this is Hiker Lou with the Outdoor Wilderness Wildlife Adventures. Until next time, folks, be safe.